Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new to my channel, like, subscribe. So I am going to be talking about like parenthood or like single parents and like normal parenting stuff of that nature for Mom Bod Monday. Okay, mostly I don't really think that a lot of people talk enough about people being a single parent, whether you're a single dad or a single mom of that nature. It's not talked about enough because I'm seeing a lot of people, the normal people that parent together, they're in relationships, they parent like normal. They don't seem to understand or comprehend the things that single parents go through and what they have to do. So. So whenever you're a single parent, some people, they co-parent friendly and they get along. Others, they co-parent not as friendly or they just don't co-parent at all. And moving onwards from that, being a single parent, we don't have not a lot of people who are single parents have a big community to help them out, like how it says it takes a village to raise a child, or community of that nature. Not everyone has a big community. If they do, they are extremely lucky to have that. Some people, they have a very small community or not one at all to help them out. And so with a single parent, we have to be the mom, the dad, or the dad and the mom at the same time. We have to comfort our child whenever they're crying about missing the other parent or wondering why the parent's not living with them or they live somewhere else. We have to comfort them and think of ways to explain it to them to where it's not so upsetting. As well as, explaining to them like why, like sometimes kids will ask, are y'all getting back together of that nature? And it's like, no. And to be with him. And like whenever the kid gets sick, you are being a single parent, you have to go take them to the doctors. You have to miss out on work.
Being the only other two people.
Or depending on how you are, you go to work and go to the doctors.
If it was taken from that campground, they have to be involved.
Like whenever they have school, you take them to school, you go to work. You get phone call from school. Depending on the type of person you are, you either finish work, go to school, or you leave from work to go to the said school that called you. Being a single parent.
And over again. Finally, early Monday morning,
like single parents, we do it all without the other parent there, or if you do co-parent, then there's some help there. There is some relief because there's that little bit of help if you do co-parent, or if you're lucky enough to be able to co-parent. Then like sometimes maybe the person you're co-parenting with, maybe the school calls them, or maybe they help pitch in and take the kids to the doctors when they're sick or whatnot like that. And whenever you're co-parenting, whenever you're a single parent and you co-parent, you always want to have communication as much as you can. Clear communication. That is the number one thing you have to always have, is clear communication at all times, or as much as you possibly can.
The parents told me that they had never met Isaac until this camping trip. And Grandpa said, I'm going to bring along a friend, we're going to fish together.
It's like you have to have boundaries, you have to have communication, stuff of that nature. And those are the two main structures that help set the foundation, help. There's boundaries and communication, understanding, things of that nature. If you are co-parenting. Some people, it's friendly. Some people, it's not as friendly. So it varies whenever you're co-parenting and being a single parent. It varies from person to person. Some have it real easy, the big community and everything like that. Some don't. Some do it by themselves or have a very small community. It varies. There's like a very wide range of this. So many topics to go on about it. But yeah, so as single mom, we feel all the pain, and sometimes we even understand all the pain that said child is going through and how they're feeling and everything like that. And that's even a whole other kind of pain whenever you understand it and can feel the pain that the child's going through. That's a whole other level of pain.
Money apps have been exposed to scams.
And like single moms,
Fake rewards and
we do the best we can, as well as single dads.
someone who actually makes money playing this game.
Listen
Like,
up, friends. If you really wanna
props
make a
to all
killing,
the single
just
dads
like I did,
and moms,
give
but
this
the single
slot game a
dads,
try.
because
You can start with free
if you're a
spins,
single dad, you're
wins,
raising daughters, however way you got to being a single dad,
This is
divorce,
the only game I'd recommend.
your wife died or whatnot, the poof, I don't know, however way you got there. But anyway, so imagine being a single dad. You have daughters, okay? Imagine them being little and they have to use the restroom, you're potty training in public. There's not a lot of it's a little hard in public when a dad has their little kid that's daughters and they need to use the restroom, because men normally are not allowed in female restrooms, and I can understand like they're not going to be comfortable taking their daughters to the men's restroom. Because like whenever you have the urinals right there, there's no stalls covering it or nothing. You just so I can understand how he would be uncomfortable taking his daughter into a restroom to go use it there. And like sometimes nowadays, people putting super glue to the toilets, or people just waiting in the restroom for a kid to come and like snatch them or whatever, or do whatever they're doing, getting drugs in the bathroom. I can understand like how they wouldn't want to wait at the door, just let their kid go by themselves and wait at the door, because times are getting scary now. So I can understand like that is difficult and scary for like the dad in that department. And I feel like there should be a restroom of some kind that helps. I remember this at Dairy Queen, they had restrooms where like anybody can go in there. It's like a family restroom. That's what you call it, a family restroom. You just go in there, you lock the door, it's you and whatever family member. It's just like one bathroom. That seemed to be the easiest restroom to use for both single parents of any gender or whatever. Even normal families, you just go into like the family restroom. It's just like pretty much one restroom. You go and lock the door. That seems to be the easiest thing. And also, like the little baby changing tables. I do not see enough changing tables in men's restroom, and I say that because I used to work fast food, and most of the changing tables, if there are any in any restaurant, are in a women's restroom. There's very few in men's. And there are some restaurants that don't have any at all, the changing tables. And I think that that is another issue that needs to be addressed as
Grandfather
well.
claims he didn't go inside his trailer. Well, I believe he did.
Like, I
believe
feel
he
like,
did go inside his
parents that bring their children should have changing tables in like both men and women, or like in general. But yeah, and sometimes there is miscommunication, which causes arguments and fights because there's a miscommunication or a misunderstanding somewhere along that line. And like people get emotional, and sometimes they let the emotions get the best of them, and it just creates a whole other kind of chaos there. And like it can be lonely sometimes whenever you are a single parent, whether you're all alone or you have some help, or you're co-parenting, have a lot of help, whatever way. It can be lonely at times, and sometimes you can feel like you're not doing enough, even though you might be doing everything you possibly can. Sometimes it does feel like it's not enough. And I feel like that's not something that a lot of people can understand or even see at times, because sometimes people don't even understand or see it because they don't go through it themselves. Like they have their partner there, or they've never seen it at childhood experience, like they have both their parents or whatever. So some people may not understand none of that. So. And I feel like I'm babbling because in my head I'm trying to say it correctly, and in my head is like my ADHD is kicking in. It's like pinging at different topics. I'm trying to keep it straight because it's trying to go from different topic to topic in my head. I'm trying to spit it out. But, yeah. So like being a single parent can be hard because even single moms, I can also see single moms being uncomfortable whenever, like, if they just have sons and being at the restroom, having to stand there, let the boy go in themselves. Or, like, you know, the women, they have to take their son in the women's restroom, which, for whatever reason, people are okay with that, like, little boy going with their mom in the women's, but not, like, the dude. That seems a little odd to me. But anyway, like, little kid. Anyway, yeah, but I do believe, like, we should make the restrooms like a family restroom at restaurants, because that would seem to be easier for everyone, especially single parents. That seemed to be the best go idea. I don't know why that's never been brought up.
He was 8 years old when he vanished at Crater Lake.
And, like, I think changing tables should be in both restrooms, not just one restroom, because there are single dads. And, like, yeah. And, like, when you're a single parent, you are the mom and the father. You are the father and the mother. You are both in one. If you co-parent, you do have some relief. There is some relief when you are co-parenting, or if you have some kind of community. There is a little bit of relief, but not much. But there is some relief. Like, emotionally, physically, because it does get draining at times, yes. But we love our kids nonetheless. Okay, don't mistake that. Okay,
you can imagine.
We do love them.
Knockout, beautiful. I've been there
But, like,
dozens
yeah.
of times,
So,
maybe 100 times.
you know, we're the mother and the father. We're the father and the mother.
It's one of
We
those
have to teach
foreign
these
places
kids
that
from
you can
both
only
roles
imagine.
of the parenting roles. We have
Every
to teach
trip that
them.
I've gone there, it's also a different kind
So-
of a mood.
Like, being a mother, you might have to learn how to work on cars, and then you teach your kid to work on cars, do the plumbing. You might be fixing your house because you, again, single parent, live alone with your kid. You have to fix your house up or call someone and pay them money you may not have to pay them to fix it. We have to figure out how to pay the bills. We have to figure out how to get the kids back and forth to school, the doctors.
Visiting Crater Lake with his dad.
We have to figure out how to get ourselves to work. We have to figure out what to do if we get called, like our kid is sick, or there was a fight at school, or something like that. We have to figure
Some
that
form
out.
of autism on a scale.
And sometimes, like, if there is co-parenting involved, sometimes the co-parent does help. Sometimes they'll call the co-parent that you're co-parenting with, like, hey, da-da-da, and they'll go and help you out and do that. Or, like, if you don't have a car or you're struggling in some way or form, you call them, you ask for help. They may be able to help you. They may be able to help you, like, give you groceries, give you a little bit of money, or, like, rides, like, help your kid get rides back and forth to wherever your kid needs to go. They might be able to help you there if you're
Whether he was just
co-parenting.
being a boy, or if there was something to do with his condition also.
And another thing is that whenever you're co-parenting and, like, the person that you had a kid with has more kids with other people, normally whenever you're doing, like, family events like holidays, birthdays, or family photos, normally, you know, they will call and ask, hey, you want to do this with us, or, like, invite so-and-so kid to come with us, being mindful and everything like that, so the kids don't feel left out and whatever, because that's just a mindful, respectful thing to do with holidays and birthdays, or, like, family photos, stuff like that. Because, you know, whereas, yes, that might be the kid's step-parent, the person you're co-parenting is still their biological parent, and they, yeah. A lot of people seem to forget that for whatever reason. Whenever the person you're co-parenting with moves on, get a relationship, have more kids, for some reason they seem to forget that the person that you're co-parenting with, that is the biological father to your kids, not just the other kids as well, they still have to, you know, it is their obligation to take care of their kids, even though y'all are co-parenting, is still their obligation, even if they go off and have more kids or whatever happens. Is it the step-parent's obligation? Necessarily? No, but is it nice whenever they do help? Yes. Is it the parent that you're co-parenting's obligation? Yes.
Short passes over the search area, but rather
Like if you are a single mother and you're co-parenting with the father, it is their obligation to make sure that if holidays, birthdays, family photos, he asks you if the kid can be involved or not. If that is his obligation. Is it the step parents? No. Is it his? Yes. Is it his obligation to make sure that his kid is good from doctor's appointments? Like if he knows that the kid is sick, checking on the well-being of his kid? Yes. Stuff like that. Like to use as an example. Like most people that are step parents, is it their obligation or do they choose to help in a way of a parent or whatnot? Normally, no. There's not enough people that do that. There are some, but not enough. And I love the ones that do step up and they help in that department. Like those are like the superheroes in step parent world that you don't hear enough of, and they also don't get enough credit because most step parents they're kind of like the step parent in Cinderella that you mostly hear about. You don't hear about the ones that actually go above and beyond and they help out and everything. You don't hear that enough either. But there are some step parents that will help and they'll actually treat the kid like it's theirs as well too, and that doesn't get enough credit either whenever it comes to co-parenting and stuff like that.
Over 400 national parks in the United States.
Like there are some parents that will raise the kid like it's their own kid and also take obligation for the kid like it's theirs and stuff. There are some step parents that do that, and they also don't get enough credit either or talked about. Like there's a lot of topics and stuff that can go in this category to talk about. There's a lot. And it's that my brain is like jumping from topic to topic because there's so much you can talk about this.
I would have regular briefings on different things that were going on, or significant national
so normally like you would make a routine with the kid, like how many days they stay at your house and how many days they stay over there, who gets what holidays, or if you just share holidays together like a normal family, you just come together on holidays. Like there's a lot of things you can talk about this. And like an easy way whenever you're co-parenting and you do live in separate houses, a very easy way is to buy two of the same clothes, so that way you don't have to always pack it. It's just already there. You have one set of clothes at your house, one set of clothes of the same clothes over there at the other parent's house, like dad, mom, whoever you're co-parenting with, at their house, so that way you don't have to pack it. It's just easier that way. Because if they forget an outfit that's their favorite, or they want to wear that outfit to a party or like a dance or whatever they're doing for school, it's already there. And you don't have to like, okay, I need to drive here, or like, can you meet me here to get this? It's already there. Like that's easy. And each household, you are responsible for your household. Like if you're the single parent, you're the mom or the dad. You take care of your household. Your kid goes off to mom or dad, whoever you're co-parenting with. They're in charge of their household, and they're supposed to have like food and clothes for y'all's kid at each household. That's their responsibility. And some people they will. There are some people that don't understand that either. Some people think, okay, you are responsible for doing all the work. You need to make sure that the kid has food, clothes for your house and mine. No. And there are people that are like that too. There's no. Because like whenever you're co-parenting, not one person needs to be doing all or most of the work. It's supposed to be, half and half, just like a normal couple would do it. Just like a normal couple would do it. They would half and half and help each other out.
And still go out there. We can go out better protected.
Like, is the single parent that's co-parenting with you, is one or the other supposed to do all the work by themselves for both households? No. Yep. And like so like for school events, how do I say this? For school events, you want to have communication, and you also want to tell them about like you know, so and so kid, this kid has a school event. Do you want to come with us? And or like if it's on their day. Well, just in general, do you want to come with us? Can you drop her off at this school event? Like if they're at their day or whatever. But always ask them if they, like, invite them to come. Because, you know, they are the other parent and they probably do have other half siblings. Or siblings in general. You want to invite them in because that's just the mindful, nice thing to do. Whenever it's a family. A blended family, step family, whatever. It's just a mindful thing to do. You invite them.
The jackpot bonus is credited
They say
directly to
no,
your account.
then
Don't
that's
play
no,
other
but at
games
least you invited
This
them.
game has
You
no
offered.
ads, no withdrawal
That's the
limits.
thing. You know, because it's a family.
You should try
Regardless
this game
if
now
it's like
for a
their
chance
step
to win a
parents
$30
involved or
bonus
not.
and 500
You know,
free spins.
foster
The
family,
jackpot
any
bonus is
kind of
credited
family,
directly to your
whatever.
account. Don't play other fake
You
games.
always want to offer
This game
or
has no
ask,
ads,
invite.
no withdrawal
If they
limits.
say no, then that's, you know, that's their answer. You at least invited or offered.
You should try this game now
At least
for
you
a
did
chance
that.
to win a $30 bonus and 500 free spins. The jackpot bonus is credited directly to your account.
Yeah.
Don't play other fake games anymore. This game has no ads, no
Single
withdrawal limits.
parent life is not always easy. It's not. Ooh, even if somebody makes it look like it's easy, it's not. Ugh. Why did the TV go quiet? I'm having issues with the sound
Meet
system.
Novik, the
Them on my
commission-free
TV is
exchange.
loud now.
Here you trade against real people, not sponsors. Build parlays your way. Take total control of the odds and get ready to win.
Yeah, but like single
Use this
parents, you know,
limited time code to get
being a
$50
single
bonus
parent,
back.
we're the ones that have the kid all the time. We take them to school, we take them to the doctors, we miss out on work.
It's obviously.
We take care of them whether we're sad, happy, sick, healthy. We take care of them any way, shape, or form. We have to do that as a single parent. And not all single parents have help. Or if they do, they have a little bit of help, or they have a lot of help, or they co-parent. They get along with the co-parent, they don't. Da, da, da. There is a range of topics you can do on just single parents and co-parenting. There is a range that you can do on this topic. You can talk so much around this thing. You can talk a lot about this subject. Same thing with like adoption or foster parents. There's a lot to talk about that topic. There's a lot that goes around that most people don't understand or don't know because they've never had to experience that or know anybody going through it, or they just and I'm seeing a lot of people that don't understand it or like they don't. I see a lot of people.
Search and rescue and all the townspeople, everybody went out there. There's been a
It's
lot of
like-
people out there, a lot.
And it's almost as if like unless you're going through it, you're not going to understand it.
I think he'd have been found if he was.
Or unless you're going through it, like you,
Several
I
people
don't
mentioned
know,
other people that live in
but
rural
not
areas
enough
too.
people know
There's a
about
woman
this
that runs a restaurant there. Some
topic.
people
Like
have
it's
said
not
that
talked
she
about
may
enough.
have
Like there are some single dads that are good dads. There are single moms that are good moms. Just like how there are deadbeat dads, there are deadbeat mothers.
So many theories out there. People, the parents did something to him, or it was an accident.
They said the boy was up there.
Like there's so much of this topic you can talk about. There's a lot, a very big range. So many topics you can talk about this subject.
Playing with the dad.
Several people have said there's
You know,
sex and
from like routines and drop-offs and like their health, explaining to them, comforting them when they're crying, co-parenting, little community, big community. There's a lot that you can talk about this topic. There's like a range of things. A very big range is like a big old topic that nobody talks about, nor do they understand unless they have experienced it or they've gone through it in some way or form. Not a lot of people. And it just,
and then 100 people will call
There's probably a dozen different Facebook pages out there that people have started. And there's a lot of it that's positive.
yeah,
support
there are
for the
single
family,
parents
but there's
who
a
have
lot of it that's
multiple
just
kids
condemning
and one father connects to the kids. There are some parents that have multiple kids and multiple fathers to the children.
Social media.
There's like so many ranges of this topic you can talk about, and vice versa with the dads. Like so many ranges of topic that nobody hardly talks about.
The parents are having to defend themselves at the same time.
And I would actually like to do a more organized talk about this, because I feel like I just babbled and like went from topic to topic, or like circle back around because my ADHD is kicking in, and it's just boop, 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 boop. And I want to do this like more organized, like.
I even told them stay off social media.
So, if y'all have like any questions about single parenting, co-parenting, or like more advice along co-parenting or along those lines or whatever, just ask a question down below. Or if you feel more comfortable to ask me in an email or my Instagram, message me.
And when they don't get that, they speculate. And then it spreads.
Yeah.
And you can't control.
Because I feel like this topic needs to be talked about more so people can understand better. And I would like understand better from like all sides around, like co-parenting, single mothers, single dads. The step parents that do go above and beyond and not like Cinderella's stepmother version. Like, because I do feel like nobody's given enough credit or talked about to understand enough. I do feel like the single parenting thing has gone a bit better compared to like back in the day. It was probably like a lot worse or a lot harder, probably. Maybe, I don't know. But from the stories that I can hear or whatnot, it sounds like it. But it sounds like it has been getting better throughout years or generations. I don't know, but it sounds like it. But I do feel like that is something that needs to be talked about more, because I don't feel like not enough people understand it unless you went through it or experienced it. No. But if you have more of a specific question or specific topic that you would like for me to explain better or further on this subject, please leave a comment down below or message me, and I can do another video or explain it in a message. Because like I said, my ADHD is kicking in. I'm going from topic to topic, circling back, and because there is a lot to talk about on this subject. There is, from single moms, single dads, co-parenting, not co-parenting, routines. There's a lot to talk about the subject.
She's freaking out on me. He says I told Justin she doesn't.
Like who's obligated to do what? Da, 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 da. There's so much to talk about this subject. Like stepmoms that are like Cinderella, or the stepmoms, or the stepdads, like step-parents in general that go above and beyond and they treat the kid like their own. That they are not talked about as much either.
It doesn't matter who.
Like there's so much topics to talk about. There's like a lot to cover. Message me in the comments below if you would like more like info on like a certain topic of this topic. Will we call it like a subtopic or like a subgenre of this topic? Like, there's like a lot to talk about. I don't know. Y'all let me know in the comments like exactly what you would like me to talk about. Like a specific topic to this topic. And I'll do another video over that said topic that y'all are interested in. Because there is a lot to talk about. And I don't think I'm going to be able to do it in just this one video because there's like so much.
Yeah, are you going to tell them?
You know, you don't. Okay, but there. If you would like to learn, stay tuned.
Like I said,
I feel like I need to do more videos because there's just like so many topics, like subtopics, subgenre, whatever you want to call it, involved in this one topic. There's like a lot. Yeah, but I love you guys. Leave a comment if you want to know like a specific topic to this topic. If I have not answered it clearly or gone over it clearly, because my ADHD has kicked in, just bouncing from topic to circling. So just leave a comment down below so I can maybe organize it better with just a specific topic in mind. So just leave a comment down below on a specific topic for this topic. Love you guys. Shout out to all the single parents, single moms, single dads. If you're co-parenting, awesome. High five. You still in your kids' lives, that's awesome. High five. You're trying to do better. High five.